Hi, myself I am R.BHUSHAN, a friend, motivator and guide to IAS aspirant, international motivational speaker, leadership trainer, CEO, coach, political strategist and policy advisor. Welcome to ASG IAS. ASG IAS believe in quality, commitment and success. We are discussing about the General Studies Mains Paper 1997. The question is, how did Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel succeed in avoiding the evil consequences of the doctrine of lapse of paramountcy and in integrating Indian states? 250 words. Lapse of paramountcy would have created disorder and disintegration of states, resulting in many number of small states. The doctrine of lapse of paramountcy was applied with Indian freedom to the states. They were not under British control and were free to decide their fate by themselves. They tried various schemes to get sovereignty or form a third union. But the third June plan, that is, third June plan means Mountbatten plan, which is also known as Dickey Bird plan, and Attlee's statement had made it clear that the states were free to join any of the two dominions according to their wishes. But Lord Mountbatten had clearly refused to allow them sovereign power and separate existence. After independence, a state department was constituted under the interim government, whose in charge was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He acted very tactfully, appealed to the patriotic feelings of the rulers to join the Indian Dominion. They were to join in the matters of defense, communication, and external affairs. These three areas were always part of the crown paramountcy. Other areas were to be under the state control. They were convinced that they had nothing to lose because they had to never control over their three states. By August 15, 1947, most of the states were ready to join Indian Dominion. They signed the instrument of accession. However, Junagadh, Hyderabad, Kashmir had not joined either dominion. Public of Junagadh wanted to join India, but Nawab inclined towards Pakistan. But due to people's revolt, Junagadh joined it. For Hyderabad, the Operation Polo was operated. Hyderabad wanted to form a sovereign state, resulting in Telangana and Indian Army actions resulted in its merger with India with Operation Polo. Same situation arose in Kashmir. Pakistan even sent a military force to pressure the king, but it was joined with India. In this way, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel efficiently and tactfully led to integration of Indian state. This is the first question. Second question. Examine the causes and nature of extremism in Indian politics in the early part of the present century. Examine the causes and the nature of extremism in Indian politics in the early part of present century. By the starting of 20th century, Indian politics had came under influence and dominance of extremists. Though from the last few years of 19th century, extremism came into existence, it was only after the partition of Bengal that they gained popularity. And one fact I will tell you, the pillar of extremism is Bal Gangadhar Tilak, is the greatest pillar of this one. The causes of extremism is leadership of moderates had failed to deliver any fruit to India, so the young nationalist leader started to acquire dominant position gradually. The Act of 1892 dissatisfied the Congress leader, and so they chose to resort to legal and nationalist policy for their demands. Now they recognized the true nature of the British rule, which moderates failed to and had believe in its being just. Education gave them a new vision, and they got inspiration from Indian history. Western thinkers also influenced them. Increasing westernization of India by British led them to think that they will destroy Indian traditions, customs and culture, and so they grew against British. Lord Curzon's reactionary policy was also responsible for the growth of extremism. He spoke derogatorily of Indian character in general, which hurt pride of Indians. Much more was dissatisfaction with the achievement of moderates, which paved a way to extremists in Indian politics. The nature of extremism. Extremists had a wide social base of political agitation that involved a lower middle class and middle class public apart from educated class of people. They did not believe in British rule and believed in Crown's claim unworthy. They got their inspiration from Indian history, culture, traditions, heritage, and had faith in masses' capacity to participate and sacrifice. They also adopted extra constitutional method of boycott. The demand was Swaraj. The demand was Swaraj as their birthright. They believe in this thing. Thank you.